Today I want to talk to you about something many of us eat every single day without realizing how it affects our brain after the age of 55. The topic is dementia. This is not just simple forgetfulness. It is a serious disease that destroys our memory, thinking, and independence. But here is the good news. A lot is still in our hands. We can prevent it or slow it down. I will tell you about 5 red flags of dementia. When you need to run to a doctor immediately, about a product in your kitchen that literally destroys the brain, about a simple test you can do at home, about a sleeping position that helps clean the brain from toxins, about an inexpensive product that reduces the risk of dementia by 65%, and about my personal protocol, what I do every day to keep my mind sharp. Let's go through everything step by step. First, the red flags of dementia. Dementia is not a normal part of aging. It is a disease, and the earlier you detect it, the better. Here are 5 key signs to pay attention to. First, memory loss that affects daily life. Not just forgetting where you left your keys, but forgetting important events, dates, or even the names of loved ones, and this happens often. Second, difficulty performing familiar tasks. For example, you used to cook dinner with no problem, but now you get confused by a recipe or forget how to use the microwave. Third, problems with language and communication. You forget words, mix them up, or cannot clearly express your thoughts. Fourth, disorientation in time and place. You get lost in a familiar neighborhood, forget what day or season it is.
Fifth, changes in judgment and decision-making. You make strange purchases, cannot manage finances, or neglect personal hygiene.
If you notice even 2 or 3 of these symptoms in yourself or a loved one, do not delay. See a doctor. Early diagnosis can slow the progression through medication and lifestyle changes. Now let's talk about the main culprit, the product that destroys the brain after 55, and you probably consume it every day. It's sugar. Yes, ordinary sugar that is added to tea, coffee, baked goods, soda, and processed foods. After 55, our brain becomes more vulnerable to inflammation and oxidative stress, and sugar accelerates this process. Studies show that high sugar intake leads to insulin resistance in the brain, something like brain diabetes, which increases the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Sugar also promotes the buildup of beta amyloid, toxic proteins that destroy neurons. In addition, it causes inflammation and reduces blood flow in the brain. And ultra-processed foods high in sugar, such as chips, cookies, and soda, increase the risk of dementia by 25% when consumed regularly. Imagine this. Every single day, you're feeding your brain a poison that slowly erases your memories. The solution is simple. Cut your sugar intake to a minimum, read labels carefully, and replace it with natural alternatives like fruits. To check yourself at home, there's a quick dementia screening test called Mini-Cog. It takes just 3 minutes and doesn't require a doctor. First, remember these 3 words: apple, table, coin. Now draw a clock face and set the hands to 11:10. Then repeat the 3 words. If you couldn't draw the clock correctly or forgot the words, it may be a warning sign. Another option is the SAGE test. You can download it online. It includes background questions, shape drawing, and simple calculations. If your score is below normal, consult a specialist. It's not a diagnosis, but a great tool for self-monitoring. Do it once a year after age 50. Did you know that your sleeping position can actually help clear toxins from your brain? During sleep, the glymphatic system activates. It's like the brain's cleaning system that flushes out waste, including beta amyloid linked to dementia. Research shows that the best sleeping position is on your side, especially the right side. In this position, cerebrospinal fluid circulates more efficiently, clearing toxins better than when sleeping on your back or stomach. If you usually sleep on your back, try switching to your side and use a pillow for support. This simple habit may help lower the risk of Alzheimer's. Now let's talk about a cheap product that can reduce the risk of dementia by up to 65%. These are whole grains: oatmeal, brown rice, and whole grain bread. They're affordable and rich in fiber, B vitamins, and antioxidants. Studies link daily consumption of whole grains with a significantly lower risk of dementia. They help stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, and improve blood flow to the brain. Start your day with oatmeal. It's simple, cheap, and effective. Finally, here's my personal daily protocol for preventing dementia. I follow the MIND diet. Lots of vegetables, fruits, nuts, fish, and olive oil, and very little red meat and sugar. In the morning, I eat oatmeal with berries and drink coffee. Coffee alone can reduce dementia risk by 30 to 60%. During the day, I walk or do yoga for 30 minutes to keep my brain's blood flow strong. In the evening, I read or solve puzzles to stimulate my mind. I sleep 7 to 9 hours on my side. I avoid smoking and alcohol, keep my blood pressure and sugar under control, and stay socially active by meeting friends every week. These 7 habits can reduce the risk of dementia by up to 4 times. Start small, and your brain will thank you. Friends, dementia is not a life sentence. Change your habits today, and keep your mind clear for tomorrow. If you have questions, write them in the comments. Stay healthy.